The identity emerged Sunday of the woman who purportedly received harassing emails from CIA Director David Petraeus' biographer that eventually led to an FBI investigation, then Petraeus' resignation. The senior military official said the woman is a State Department's liaison to the military's Joint Special Operations Command. The official identified her as 37-year-old Jill Kelly, in Tampa, Florida, according to the Associated Press. The emails from Petraeus' biographer Paula Broadwell triggered the FBI investigation. The official was not authorized to discuss the case publicly and spoke on the condition of anonymity. Another person who knows Kelly and Petraeus confirmed their friendship and said she saw him often. Petraeus quit as CIA director last week after acknowledging an extramarital relationship with a woman, later identified as Broadwell. The FBI probe began several months ago with a complaint against Broadwell. That investigation led to Broadwell's email account, which uncovered the relationship with Petraeus. Petraeus' resignation was announced Friday, but new details continue to emerge about the affair between the former four-star Army general and Broadwell, a West Point graduate. The first knowledge of the affair outside the FBI came from an FBI whistleblower who contacted a Capitol Hill Republican who told House Majority Leader Eric Cantor. Representative Dave Reichert, R-Wash, got a tip from a friend who knew the whistleblower, as reported by the New York Times. Sources tell Fox News that Reichert talked to the whistleblower, then referred him to Cantor. The whistleblower talked to the Majority Leader's office, then to Cantor directly. The whistleblower, who purportedly was concerned about a possible national security breach, was then put in touch with FBI Director Robert Mueller. Our office stands by the accuracy of the New York Times article as it pertains to Representative Reichert, the congressman's office said Sunday. We have no further comment about our involvement. It appears the whistleblower has yet to claim legal whistleblower status. Cantor staffers said they didn't immediately tell the House Intelligence Committee or chamber leaders because they didn't know whether the tip was credible. So they turned it over to the FBI. The investigation led first to Broadwell's email account and to Petraeus' personal account. No security breaches appear to have occurred in the email exchange, but Capitol Hill lawmakers expressed shock and disappointment about the stunning revelations and said Petraeus made the correct choice in resigning. It was like a lightning bolt, Democratic Senator Dianne Feinstein, chairman of the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence, told Fox News Sunday. I'm heartbroken. This is very, very hard. But I do think he did the right thing. Reports suggest the investigation started months ago and that Director of National Intelligence James Clapper was informed of the findings at 5 p.m. Tuesday. President Obama first learned Thursday when told by Petraeus, according to reporting so far. Closed-door House and Senate Intelligence Committee hearings are scheduled Thursday on the incidents surrounding the fatal Libya attacks. Petraeus, who reportedly conducted his own on-the-ground investigation, is no longer scheduled to testify. However, Feinstein and Georgia Senator Saxby Chambliss, the ranking Republican on the Senate Intelligence Committee, said Sunday that Petraeus could later be called to testify. I wouldn't rule out General Petraeus being called to testify, Chambliss said on ABC's This Week. Broadwell told Fox News earlier this year when talking about the biography All In, the education of General David Petraeus that she met Petraeus when she was a postgraduate student at Harvard and he came to the university to speak. They kept in touch via email and went running together when she came to Washington, Broadwell said on Don Imus' Fox Business show. He gave me his card, said Broadwell, who co-wrote the book. We kept in touch. Broadwell also called Petraeus' wife of 38 years, Holly Petraeus, a wonderful military spouse. FBI spokesman Paul Bresson has declined to comment on the information that the affair had been discovered in the course of an investigation by the agency. The senior staffer with the House Intelligence Committee tells Fox News that Chairman Mike Rogers, R. Michigan, has been briefed on the resignation and has serious questions and serious concerns about the resignation and circumstances surrounding it. Sources tell Fox News that there is serious concern whether the chairman and ranking members of the committee were given appropriate notification by the FBI that Petraeus' name had surfaced within the scope of an investigation. Petraeus, who turned 60 on Wednesday, met his wife when he was a cadet at the U.S. Military Academy at West Point, NY. She was the daughter of the Academy superintendent. They have 2 children, and their son led an infantry platoon in Afghanistan. Holly Petraeus also works in the Obama administration, for the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. In a message to staff, Petraeus said he asked to be allowed to step down. After being married for over 37 years, I showed extremely poor judgment by engaging in an extramarital affair. Such behavior is unacceptable, both as a husband and as the leader of an organization such as ours, the retired four-star general said. This afternoon, the president graciously accepted my resignation. The move comes amid the unfolding controversy surrounding the attack on the U.S. consulate in Libya. Scrutiny has fallen on a range of agencies, including the CIA. Obama, in a written statement, said Petraeus provided extraordinary service to the United States for decades. By any measure, he was one of the outstanding general officers of his generation, helping our military adapt to new challenges, and leading our men and women in uniform through a remarkable period of service in Iraq and Afghanistan, where he helped our nation put those wars on a path to a responsible end, Obama said. The White House has named Michael Morrell, the agency's deputy director, to serve as acting director. The decision abruptly ends the public service career of one of the military's most vaunted leaders. He led the surge in Iraq, and was later tapped to lead U.S. and NATO forces in Afghanistan, following the 2 years at the helm of U.S. Central Command. In April 2011, Obama again tapped Petraeus to lead the CIA. He left just 3 days after Obama was elected to a second term, and amid a challenging environment for the country's intelligence community, which is dealing with not just rogue nations like Iran, but a changing landscape elsewhere as a result of the Arab Spring. It has been confirmed that the U.S. compound that was attacked in Libya housed CIA operatives as well as State Department staff. The intelligence community subsequently came under scrutiny when some officials suggested the administration initially claimed the attack was spontaneous only because of the intelligence assessments at the time. Clapper said Friday that Petraeus' resignation represents the loss of one of our nation's most respected public servants. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill expressed similar sentiments. General David Petraeus will stand in the ranks of America's greatest military heroes. His inspirational leadership and his genius were directly responsible, after years of failure, for the success of the surge in Iraq, Senator John McCain, our Arizona, said. General Petraeus has devoted his life to serving the country he loves, and America is so much the better for it. Read more. http://www.foxnews.com/politics/2012/11/11/new details in Petraeus scandal. FBI whistleblower talked first to House #$9ZZ to the XBZB7IR.